What do YouTube? Obviously, the Miami Dolphins 2020 schedule has just been released. I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering why this is not a face cam. I'm trying to get rid of this pimple before I put my face back up on the internet. But that was a joke. But waiting for this green screen to come in. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over this schedule. Now, I promised myself before this schedule was released, I didn't want to do the wins and losses thing. So we're just gonna just go over the games week by week. Obviously, one of the things that I usually do before I even do the week by week thing is the main opponents I'm looking for is the New England Patriots. That's number one. Regardless of what anybody says, the New England Patriots are still going to be a contender whether Tom Brady's in the division or not. And as you can see, the New England Patriots, we have them week one. We're at New England, so at least we can get that game out the way. Like honestly, it's extremely important that we get this game out the way. As week one, I would hate for us to start off 0-1, but if we did, we have enough time. We have another 15 games to get ourselves together instead of it being towards the end of the season where it's crunch time. We're on the bubble trying to get into the playoffs. I would hate to see New England at the end of the year, especially in their house. So yeah, the New England Patriots. We're gonna be playing at the New England Patriots week one. I'm satisfied with that. Week two, damn, they gave us two back-to-back rivalry games. We end up having a home game against the Buffalo Bills. Playing against Buffalo is always going to be tough, so that's most definitely going to be a dogfight. Week three, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, we're going to be playing at the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, I feel like the Miami Dolphins have had previous success playing against the Jaguars, except for I believe it was 2 years ago we played against them. Tannehill threw that damn pick six and just threw our playoff chances away. So, looking at them on paper, they don't look that good. But again, I said this before. When it comes to playing in the NFL, it's about matchups, and certain teams have better matchups than others. So I'm not going to sit back and rule out the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, excuse me. And it's a Sunday night game. I just missed that. It's a Sunday night game. So that's a little bit eye-popping to me, considering how the Miami Dolphins' previous history with primetime games are not that good. So I'm not looking forward to that game. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not looking forward to that game. Week four, we're going to be at home versus the Seattle Seahawks. Couldn't have it any other way because that 12th man up in Seattle is no joke, man. With that crowd, we are playing against the Seahawks. I believe when it comes down to the Seattle Seahawks, they end up having very, very slow starts, and I believe they turn to pick it up probably towards the end of the first quarter of the NFL season. So we get them at a perfect time where they're not. I feel like the Seattle Seahawks are a second half season team where they end up grinding out their last 8 wins instead of the first half of the season where they tend to struggle. So I feel like we have a pretty good chance of playing against the Seattle Seahawks. Next, week 5, we're going to be at the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to most definitely be tough. They're the Super Bowl losers from last year, but you just can't exclude the fact that they actually made it all the way to the Super Bowl, so they're most definitely going to be a challenge. So I'm looking forward to playing up against the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to give our defense a big, huge test as far as us being able to stop the run, because one thing about the San Francisco 49ers, they love to run the football, so that's going to be a big, huge test for the Dolphins. Week 6, we're going to be at the Denver Broncos. Thinking about it, who they got on their squad, I really like Drew Lock as a quarterback. He got some nice weapons with Sutton. They just added a running back. Man, it was the Melvin Gordon. They just added Melvin Gordon. So yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with. They got Von Miller on the defensive side of the football. It's going to be a tough game for the Miami Dolphins. Playing in Denver, but I have confidence in the Dolphins. They can pull out that dub. Now, week 7, we're going to be at home versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers? Tyrod Taylor, or if they decide to bring in Cam Newton, we don't know. I really think that's going to play a big factor in the outcome of this game. But, of course, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. Week 8, we're going to be against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm extremely looking forward to this game because that's Banks' squad. And nothing will warm my heart more than us coming away with a dub. So you automatically know I'm going to say we're going to get a dub against them. Week 9, we're going to be at the Arizona Cardinals. That's going to be an interesting game. To be honest, last year when I saw Kyler Murray and their offense, I wasn't too impressed. I felt like it was a little bit. It was a little vanilla. I wasn't a fan of that. These are these kind of trap games the Miami Dolphins end up getting themselves in. One of the things that I will sit back and agree with my boy Banks on is the fact that the Miami Dolphins, they go into games they're supposed to win and they end up losing them. And I feel like this is going to be one of those type of games. So I'm not even going to say anything about this game. We're just going to go up against the Arizona Cardinals. We're just going to see how this ends up going to be going. Now we're going to be at home against a division rival. In Week 10 against the New York Jets, right before the bye week. I like this because of the fact that win or lose, we come back after the bye in Week 11 and we play the Jets again. So we have some time. We have that extra week to recuperate, and it's basically almost a guaranteed win. We go into Week 12 against the New York Jets. We'll go into Week 12 at the Jets. So I think I like it this way. We at home against the Jets before the bye, get an extra week, a week in a preparation, and go right back in it with the Jets. Excuse me. Week 13, we're going to be at the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully at this time, we have Tua starting, so this will be a good game between Tua and Joe Burrow. I'm really looking forward to that game. Really, if that ends up being the matchup. Week 14 is going to be up against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs. This is what I was afraid of. These last 4 games down the stretch, they sure do not make it easy on us whatsoever with the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 14, and then we're going to be at home versus the New England Patriots. Now, I would love us playing the New England Patriots at home because we struggle on the road versus the New England Patriots, excluding last year. We just pulled out some type of miracle against them. But I prefer to play the New England Patriots at home in the back half of the season. Now, Week 16, we're going to be at the Oakland Raiders. That says to be decided. I'm pretty sure that's going to be at Oakland. I believe that was supposed to be a overseas game. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that one's going to be at Oakland. I hope not. Hopefully it's at home again. But Week 17, we have the Buffalo Bills again. Most definitely, we're going to have to win these edge out at least, I'll probably say 4 out of 5 games in the last stretch of the season. Most definitely. It's got to be New England, Cincinnati, Oakland, and Buffalo. We gotta edge out those wins. I'm not going to rule out the game against the Kansas City Chiefs, but if we was thinking realistically, we most definitely had to win the Bengals in Week 13, the New England Patriots at home in Week 15, wherever we decide to play in Week 16 versus the Raiders, and at the Buffalo Bills for us to be able to edge our way into the playoffs. Now, if I was to predict a Miami Dolphins record, let's see. Bear with me here while I calculate the wins and losses. 1, 2. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. Everybody wants to sit back and say I'm a negative Miami Dolphins fan. I always have the Miami Dolphins coming out and winning every single game. But if we're just going to be completely honest, I think we're going to end up going 10-6, 11-5, judging by the wins and loss column. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. Also, I really wanted to customize my own little schedule. I didn't want it to make it this plain. If y'all remember the the schedule that I had come out probably around like I think it was like the 2017, 16 or 17 season. I came out with my own little layout. I really wanted to do it that way, but time is money. But so, yeah, let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.